We're here at Tacotlan today. One of the owners, Jessica, reached out to us to design their second floor, which she wants to turn into an event space / second kitchen. Her first floor kitchen right now is currently too hot to be cooking. They've had a lot of difficulties during COVID when they grew exponentially. They became very popular with their quesadilla and were able to make thousands of tacos each day. They decided to expand their business in their current location instead of moving to a new space. They host a lot of community events, which is another reason why they wanted to open the second floor. I relate to Jessica, and I also like working with business owners. They're in a similar situation that my family and I were in. We also love the idea that Tacotlan is expanding in its current location versus moving. Very much a staple in their community already. So expanding up into their second floor is going to be very great for them. They're going to have a lot more space. It's going to be really nice. The construction should be starting in early 2023. I'm really happy that we're working with Jessica because an experienced architect will ask you the right questions about your day-to-day business to figure out how they can make your business function most efficiently. Working with inexperienced architects, they might not know how to permit conversion from a residential to a commercial building and what you need to get for this type of project, which is a special use permit. There are a couple other special use permits that we'll have to get along the way, and it's more of a multi-step versus a single-step process. And we're here to walk through and explain what needs to be done step by step. This is a little bit of a longer project because it has a special use permit. Not only are we doing the permitting currently, but Jessica also asked us to be involved in the project management so that she can make sure everything is flowing properly. We're currently picking contractors so that we can see who is best fit for her. Commercial restaurant construction is more difficult than residential build out. The reason is because there are more factors that go into it. Equipment for the kitchen, such as hoods, makeup air units, fresh air that needs to come in. You need to factor in how greasy the floor will be after cooking, or daily things that might affect the business. For example, if you have white floors, they'll probably be much more difficult for you to clean them after the day because it needs to be completely spotless. But if you do something with a texture, it might be a little bit easier. So when you design, you have to be really cautious on what materials you pick to make sure that they'll be good for the restaurant, the customer, the employees, basically everybody. Because how many times have we all gone into a mall or some kind of space where we slipped on the floor during the winter? So it's really important to pick the right materials. Commercial spaces technically do not need to be insulated as well as residential, and this is mainly because of the HVAC equipment that is installed to keep the air circulating properly and keep the same temperature throughout the years. Jessica wants to install bifolding windows on the second floor so that it's more of an indoor and outdoor feel. We're planning to add a bar to the second floor so that Jessica can hold events and also rent event spaces. Overall, the timeline for this scope of work from planning to finishing construction is around 2 years, and that just depends on timeline of construction, timeline based on the owners. There's a lot of other factors. We're really excited to get started. Follow along for more details.